A very good morning to all the students again in this second lecture of AWT, that is Abstract Window Toolkit. So basically, a quick recap what we did yesterday. We just discussed that AWT is a largest package in Java which helps you to create, which has so many classes which helps you to create window-based applications. Your output when you require a graphical user-based interface. So given you examples of so many window-based applications, you are already using window-based applications. Right now, whatever programs you have executed in Java, the output that comes is on console. And if you have executed applet, the output you have seen in an applet window. But if you want to create your application, the output of your application, your program to be a standalone Windows, you need to use this AWT classes and package. So there are many classes that you can use to help you create a graphical user interface as an output from your program. So you can see there's a lot of list, a big list is given. There's no need to learn this list. Just a quick glimpse on this list will help you to understand, like you can just place menu bar, menu items, you can place labels, scroll bars on your windows, and you can make it a designer kind of output. So window fundamentals, like two main classes in this AWT package are there. First is the frame and the second is the panel. The panel is basically a class which is basically a super class of applet. So whenever you create an applet, you are creating a instance of a panel class of the AWT package. But if you don't want the applet, because applet is a window which is Explorer based window, you need the help of a Internet Explorer to display this applet window. But if you want your output to be a standalone window, you need to instantiate this frame class or extend this frame class to create a new class of your own, so that all the functionality of frame class comes in your applications. So same thing is being discussed over here. You can just quick read this document, panel and frame. We also discussed this hierarchy of classes in this AWT package. The topmost class obviously is object in any of the package, and from this object this component class is being derived. From this component, a container class is derived, and container is nothing but a component. A container is something like, it's an English meaning of container, that it contains so many other items. Again, any container class of AWT helps you to put so many other things into it, like check boxes, like text boxes, like buttons, etc., to create a new window style. So there are two subclasses of container. One is leading to frame through window class, and one is a panel. So I already discussed panel is this part is basically for applets, and this part is basically for standalone windows that you want to create. So if you want to create an applet, you need to inherit a applet class, which is basically inheriting from panel class. So and if you want to create a standalone window, you need to inherit a frame class. So you can just give a quick reading to all these classes and subsets. There is one more class that is being discussed over here, is a canvas. So canvas is not being shown in this hierarchy, but canvas is something like, if you see, is another class out of container. It's another class out of container, out of apart from windows and panel. And canvas, when you create an instance of a canvas class, it helps you to create an empty window on which you can draw, like a normal canvas, a painting canvas. So you can draw and by using mouse and other tools, which is not a part of your course right now. So we'll be just working with frame windows to start with, how to create a simple frame window as an output from your application, and how to inherit these frame classes, and how to manage these classes. So there is a frame class in this AWT package. So you need to first import this AWT package frame class in your application, in your Java program, and you need to use this to create your own classes. So once you use this frame class, there are two constructors that you can see of this frame class that you can use to create your frame instances. One is an empty constructor, another which takes a string parameter. So whenever you create a frame instance by using the string parameter, it uses the string parameter to set the title of the window. So I'll be showing you a simple application. So after you create a frame window, you need to set its dimension, like what is the size of your window that you want to display on your screen by calling the set size function of the frame class. And it takes two parameter, width and height, or it can another overloaded set size function is that takes a dimension object. So you can use any of the functions to set the size of your window. And again, you want what is the size of the displays window. If you forget, obviously there is another function get size, which will give you the size in dimensions of your displayed window. And setting the size is again not enough. You need to, after setting the size, you need to show your window by calling the set visible function of the frame class, which takes as a boolean parameter either true or false. So if you call set visible with true, it will display your window, and if you call set visible with false parameter, it will hide your window. So setting a window title, it can be set by using the constructor of the parameterized constructor that I showed you above. And there is another function which is also available. If you don't want to set this title by using a constructor, you can call set title explicitly and pass this title that you want to set for your window through this. So this is the only thing that I want to show you, and simple application that I have already created for you. It's like I'm just showing. I opened NetBeans editor, and this is my simple small short program that you can try on your own. So you can see the name of the program is demo1.java. So that means there is some class demo1 in this program, which would be containing a public static void main. So that is the reason the program name is demo1. The first statement you can see is that I am importing java.awt.frame class directly into this programs, because I want to use explicitly only frame class. If you want to use other classes, you can either write their statements explicitly, or you can just write star apart from this frame. You can just write import java.awt.star. So I'm just confident enough that I'm just going to use my frame class only. So I'm just trying to avoid importing the complete package in this program. So after the import statement, I've created a class demo1, because the name I'm setting to my Java program as demo1, class demo1, which is basically going to act like a frame whose output is going to be a frame. So that means this class should extend its functionality from frame. So this statement, I hope, is clear that this class is nothing but it is a frame, because it is inheriting a frame class from this AWT package. The first thing that you write in a class is nothing but its constructor. So you can see that I am just putting a parameterized constructor named demo1, which is taking a string as a parameter. Now the string, what the string is going to be used for, you can see that inside the code of this constructor, the first statement is super as. That means it will be invoking its parent class. Super is used to invoke the parent class constructor. So this statement will be invoking the frame class constructor, which is basically a parameterized one, the parameterized frame class constructor, and will pass this string s as a parameter to the frame class constructor. And what that constructor will do, it will set the title of your frame as s. Whatever value you will pass to s will be set as a title of your frame by invoking this super statement. After invoking and setting the title of your frame window, you need to set the size by directly invoking set size, because the demo1 is extending frame class. So all the functions which are available in frame can be invoked directly in demo1. So set size was a function of frame. I am invoking it directly. Set size, that means I am setting the size of my frame window to 300 width and 300 length. So that means 300 by 300 pixels by 300 pixels. So width and height. So after I also said that only setting the size is not enough. You need to set it visible also to make your window visible on the screen. So I need to invoke directly set visible with bracket parameter as true. That means it will make your frame will be visible. By default, it is not visible. So by default, set visible. If you don't pass anything, it will take as false. This is the only three statements that I'm passing in my demo1 constructor with string parameter. And then the last thing I want in my class is a public static void main function. And this is my main function. In this main function, because I want to create this window, I need to create an object of this demo1 class. So what I am doing in this main function is I'm just creating a object of demo1 with the name f. And because this demo1 class is only single constructor with parameterized, so once I'm creating this demo1 object named f, and if I'm invoking the constructor, it needs to be a parameterized one. And that parameter I'm passing a string, which is basically going to be used as a title of my frame window through this supercall. And after that, I'm just writing a simple statement of system.out.println and just putting an end into it so as to depict you that where this statement will be printed. So this is my simple, very short and sweet demo of frame class. I just want to execute it. Let us execute this program. I'll just run it. So it is compiling this program, and now you can see this is the frame window that is being shown as output. You can see that this is a normal window which is shown as output. It has a minimize button, maximize button, cross button. It's a graphics display, graphic button display over here. And you can see this my demo frame, which you passed as a parameter to your demo1 constructor, was passed to the super S, and through that super S it invoked the frame constructor, and through that frame constructor the title of your window is being set to my demo frame. So where this statement is, the last statement system.output.println is being, it is not printed on this window screen, it is printed here on your console. So and one thing you can notice that if I want to cross this window, nothing is happening, it is not able to cross. So we need to do something more in this small program so that this cross can work. I'll be improving this code a little bit in the next lecture. Till now you can just execute this, and this end statement you can see here, console. And to end this program I need to just close it, and it will just end this program. So I think you can just execute this for the time being, and we'll meet you in the next lecture.